All right. Good morning, everyone. Once again, today is March 2nd, 2021. We are here again with another weekly update from myself. My name is Rainey. I'm the proud mayor of the great city of Peekskill, joined by our awesome city manager, Andrew Stewart. Andy, how you doing?
I'm doing okay, Mayor. Great to
All
see you
right,
this
great.
morning.
Great to see you once again, another Tuesday morning.
Absolutely.
I do want to start by telling everyone and saying, as you can see, I changed my background. Could I move over a little bit? Celebrating Women's History Month. To this March 1st begins the month of the woman, as some name it. But it is Women's History Month, so you'll see a lot of stuff from myself and from the city over the next couple of weeks, just acknowledging and celebrating Women's History Month. Last month was Black History Month. There were a lot of events, mostly virtual, obviously, because of what's going on. There were a lot of tributes to different people in our community in the city of Peekskill, especially from the city of Peekskill, as well as our Peekskill City Youth Borough and other organizations here. So the diversity here is an awesome element to our community. And I know Andy was going to mention the Harriet Tubman statue. Will
Well, that's an extraordinary example of women's leadership there, if there ever were one.
Absolutely.
And also the statue was in the city of Peekskill, courtesy of the Business Improvement District and the good work that they do. Seeing an opportunity with that little pocket park on the corner of North Division and really doing something amazing with it in collaboration with our public works. Harriet Tubman, a monument, was removed and is going to another city as of yesterday. And so there's now, open question and discussion within the Business Improvement District in the city as to other creative things to do with that space.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. Not only historically, but in contemporary times, they're just amazing women leaders in the city of Peekskill.
Absolutely. So thank you. Yes. So we celebrate this month, and we're looking forward to acknowledging some of the great people in this community, as well as the women around the world who've done things that make the world a better place. So, but we are here for a cause. We are here for a reason. One of the main reasons that we've been doing this every week is to keep you updated on how the city of Peekskill is doing in response to the COVID-19 pandemic we've been facing over a year now. Fortunately, the numbers have gone down quite a bit. We've also been given a testing place right here in the city of Peekskill, across the street from City Hall at the Nelson Neighborhood Center on Nelson Avenue, right in the library, Peekskill Library.
Can I give a couple of details about that, Mayor?
Absolutely, please do.
So the COVID positive case number as of a couple of days ago when the county updated its database was 107. That's 107 positive cases of city residents. I was down from 140 a week or so ago, and it's down from 221 a few weeks before that. So the numbers are going the right direction. The county is also has a vaccine dashboard, which anybody can click on. If you go to the city's Facebook page, you'll see the links to the COVID case rate dashboard the county maintains, and then you can click through and see the vaccination. Also, it just so happens as of the 28th of February, there have been 1,979 first doses administered to city residents and another almost 1,000 second doses. So we're up close to 3,000 city residents who have been vaccinated, which is roughly a little more than a tenth of the city population. So, it's nice to see that we're getting there. And obviously all the usual cautions apply related to mask use and sanitation and so on as we get through to hopefully the end of this pandemic. Specific to the testing site, Westchester Medical Center has been running a mobile testing site in the lower level of the library building for several months now. They're going to be there this Saturday, then they're skipping a Saturday, and they'll be there for the next 2 Saturdays after that in March. Again, updated information is on the city Facebook page with regard to that. It's by registration appointment, and so folks need to make the phone call or go online and schedule. But it's convenient and it's nice to have it offered. And we appreciate the library director, Jennifer Brown, and her staff because they have, it's a weekend, so they've been kind of opening the door and letting people through.
And I do want to say that the vaccination or using the Kylie Center as a vaccination site. this past weekend was the week when it distributed the second doses for the people who signed up for the first time. So I do want to thank again the New York Presbyterian Hospital, as well as the Peekskill Housing Authority for welcoming us and allowing us to use the Kylie Center for this. And I do want to say thank you to the state, to the governor's office for allowing them to come down here and choose Peekskill as a site. But they also fixed up a lot of the electric what do they call plugs,
They did
sockets, I
some
guess.
small repairs to the Kylie
Yeah,
Center.
they did some repairs down there in order not only to make it easier for what they were doing, but just as a way of saying thank you. And they repainted the bottom floor. As many of you know, probably 5 years ago, we raised held a fundraiser right before I got in office as a council person, probably like 7 years ago now, actually. We raised money with everything is losing my mind today, but we painted the entire Kylie Youth Center. And this last weekend when they were there, they repainted the bottom floor, the lower level for us. So they've been great.
Yeah, on the vaccination question, people involved with the senior club should continue to stay in touch with our senior nutrition director, because as opportunities arise, we'll continue to try to support seniors in getting information about vaccination and so on. So that's continues to be, and we can provide information. There are a number of vaccination sites around the county. We've been advocating on behalf of the city for the state to take a real strong look at the state armory. And Mayor and I have talked about this a few times and kind of pushed that request out in various ways, kind of up the hierarchy of county and state authorities. But as of now, we haven't received confirmation of the state bringing a new vaccination site to the city, whether it's Armory or somewhere else.
Absolutely. So, but that's great that it's actually started and we've got it here so far. So of course, the more we know, the more you will know as the people in the community, those who are watching on live Facebook or at home on TV. The more information we get, the more we will share with you all. And hopefully we continue to get more vaccinations distributions here in the city of Peekskill. So but that's it. We gave the numbers already, right?
Yeah, we did the numbers on the case rate and the number of vaccinations. So yeah, we can move on. There's a couple other topics I know you wanted to talk about, Mayor.
Yep, yeah, definitely. So the next thing I did want to just say is we were moving forward with making the Cuenca our sister city here in the city of Peekskill as a partnership. Also, just found out that the elected National Assemblywoman of Ecuador, Perina Correa, will be visiting the United States, and she's stopping in Peekskill, New York, tomorrow evening. So I'm looking forward to meeting her and speaking with her, and just seeing what she's doing over in Ecuador and how we can partner with her, especially knowing that we're going to be a sister city with one of the locations in Ecuador. So very exciting news to see and hear. Of all the places in the United States people can come to visit, they want to come to visit Peekskill. So I'm very excited about that.
Absolutely. And the president of the Sister City Committee, Luis Coronel, he's come in and presented to the city council, and that group will be the coordinator of the Sister City project. So if someone listening right now or has an idea about how the two cities might collaborate on a cultural event or some other way of supporting each other and learning about each other, you can contact my office and I'll put you in touch with the committee that's charged with providing that calendar of events for the coming year.
Got it. Absolutely. So good news that I wanted to share with the community on another topic, Andy.
Sure.
All right. Is we had a conversation, myself, Andy, a couple members of the council, with the union and the youth borough just recently to work towards bringing youth internships back to Peekskill City Hall as this virus begins to slow down and hopefully places begin to reopen. So the discussion went very well. The union seemed to be in favor of the initiative, and we're going to keep in contact with them to see what steps we can take in order to make this a possibility and give our youth another opportunity to learn more about local government work and just working in City Hall and the different elements of City Hall and how the city continues to grow and thrive. So
yeah, we really hope that works out. And just want to say in addition that the Youth Bureau and the director, Tuesday McDonald, they really run wonderful programs. And there are two youth employment related programs. One is for summers, and it's targeted more at high school students. And the other is a workforce kind of development program, which I think goes up to age 23 or 24. So people who are interested in participating in those programs, getting a placement either in government or in nonprofit or in business, they should contact the Youth Bureau and find out more about those programs. They're really great opportunities. The programs are funded by grants, which pay the wages of the youth workers. So it makes it relatively easy for a business or an agency to invite a young person in and give them the chance to learn about how that place works and what the job is like, and maybe make some kind of decisions about their future careers.
Absolutely. Yeah. So we're really looking forward to that, to the next steps of that, and hopefully we get through it. And as soon as the city starts reopening again, we'll have a plan in place.
Yeah, for our part, as a city organization, we want to be a host, and we have been a host in the past. But bear in mind that we're just part of the game, and that many of the placements of the young people are in nonprofit and businesses as well. So if we all work together, we should be able to provide really a good deal of opportunities to young people.
Absolutely. All right. So I know you wanted to touch on the police task force as they actually came to the council meeting last night, which was amazing.
Sure. I'll speak to that a little bit, Andre, if you want. The police task force made its first formal presentation to the city council last night. It was quite detailed. The committee chairs, there are 5 committees, each gave some comments about the scope of their committee work and the kinds of recommendations in the plan. And the plan is not finished. It's really been an extraordinary effort. The mayor has been a co-chair of that process, along with Antonio Knott and their leadership, and all of the volunteer, 20 or more volunteers spending every Thursday night together for probably 4 or 5 months, something like that. It's really been, and the draft plan is available as a download on the project webpage, and people can take a look at it. There's an email address for making suggestions or comments. This stage is getting wrapped up over the next week or so as we hand it off to the city council. But it's only a stage. We're very eager, the chief of police and myself and everybody, to kind of get into the implementation stage of recommendations and to get to work on that. We need the city council to really understand the scope and kind of give us some direction. So looking forward to those conversations.
Yeah, and it was, again, I keep thinking that the task force members, as they are representation of this entire community, it was a very diverse group of people, very diverse group of thinkers, and the conversations were well thought out. And the recommendations, I think, are going to definitely benefit this community for the future. Some of the recommendations, as one of the chairs mentioned last night, have already been implemented, or they're already working towards and taking place on making them happen. So it's been an interesting experience, but it's been fruitful. It's been informative, and the police took time out of their evenings to join these meetings. Even the Mount Vernon police joined a few of these meetings just to kind of inform the community on what practices they do to make their police department safe and effective and work. And of course, how do we build a relationship between the Black and brown people in the community and the police department? And I think some of the recommendations really held up. And I'm just looking forward to pushing them forward with the council.
Yep. Me too. Yeah, and there'll be a lot to talk about going forward with that as we develop plans to put these changes in place, whether it's related to the police procedural manual or to creating of new committees, new ways of engaging with the community, communicating, inviting community, kind of relationship building with police officers across a whole spectrum of activities we're going to be working on in the coming year. So very excited about that.
Absolutely. And another thing I wanted to mention, a little off topic, Andy, was this Friday and next Friday we will be back with the food distribution for those of you who are around in the area on Friday mornings. We usually set up at about 10 and distribute the food to the seniors at about 12:30 p.m. and to everyone else directly right after the seniors are taken care of. We're usually out there from about 12:30 in the afternoon to about 2 p.m. So if you're around, if you're available this Friday, we will be out right in the Youthboro parking lot, right behind City Hall, 840 Main Street, um, distributing food. So please come on out. We're going to continue to do this for as long as we can. Actually, a lot of people have faced some challenges during the actual pandemic, and this not only helps them, but this helps people who just need a little bit more assistance or just need food in the home during these challenging times. So please, please, please come on out, spread the word, let people know we will be out there this Friday and next Friday. As long as it doesn't snow again, we will be there. If it's raining, you'll catch us out there as well. But if it snows, then we have to reschedule. But this Friday, we will be there.
Thank you, Mayor. And folks should know that the city website has a list of a full range of food distribution sites and the calendar. So if anybody is looking for more information about that, they're welcome to call my office and we'll send them to the right source. I appreciate the work of the volunteers on that. It's really important.
Absolutely.
I don't know. We do have a couple of questions on our Facebook line. If you want to take a look at that.
Yeah, let's take those. It's 11:20 now, so let's take those. See what they are. I can't see it from my phone.
Yeah, I'm just responding to one.
It's 11:20 now, so let's take those. There we go.
Right. Okay. So one of them. Let me go back to the top. One person, Mr. Davis, just saying he loved the Harriet Tubman statue and sort of kudos for that. Another one we can respond to quickly is we were talking about unions and do all city unions have current contracts? The answer is no. There are some contracts which are kind of in holdover mode. People should understand that when the term of a contract is expired in a labor agreement, all of the contract continues to apply as people work together. But they need to be revised, obviously, and that's a negotiated process. So I think our fire department, our blue collar Teamsters, and our police department all have contracts which are in the process of being kind of reviewed and negotiated in the coming months. So and we do, this city council and staff, are all, so very interested in good collaborative relationships with our union partners, really on a daily basis, sorting out operational issues and making sure workers are safe and have their questions answered when they have concerns and so on. There's another question here. This is kind of nice. Someone's writing in with a whole list of kind of municipal housekeeping, questions, signs that are broken. There's really high winds over the last day, and of course, we're coming out of the winter. And coming into pothole season, and everybody knows if you live in the Northeast, this is the time when the freezing and thawing of the water and the cracks in the pavement really can create some potholes. And we appreciate it when people report those. They're welcome to call the DPW and let us know. At the same time, our staff are out looking for these hazards, and as the weather warms up a little bit. I know they filled a big pothole just this morning that we got notified about, but we can go out and take care of those and we'll get to them as fast as we can. People should be.
And if I could just add, I've been out of the DPW building a couple of times earlier last year, and they have a lot of replacement signs already made. So if people notice a sign is broken, if a sign's no parking from here to here, if they see a sign like that, they let us know. It's possible that as soon as DPW is notified, they can replace it in most cases. So if anybody sees a sign or anything,
we actually keep a running list of these kinds of repairs that get reported
and back up. Yep.
And they really I've been telling you, it really is good when people call these things in. It's very much appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
So whether we're working on a graffiti incident right now, someone reported. There's different repairs that need to take place on the roads, signs, and other things. So feel free to report those. We appreciate it. Let's see, I'm looking at the comments here. I think there's one about Belden Street, which I need more specifics on. They have a concern about the maintenance of the street, so I'm gonna wait till I get more information. But there's some frustration related to that street, so I think Mayor, you're pretty familiar with that street, so.
Yeah. That was home for me for a long time.
So
I know somebody that actually reached out to me and reached out to, I guess, other members of the council about that as well. And we did speak to one of GDC's representatives about it, but this is probably about 4 months ago, 4 or 5 months ago. So I don't know. Maybe it's just time for the follow up to see what they.
Yeah, maybe you could let me know the specifics of what we need to be aware of over there. I'm not. It doesn't.
Okay.
Not
yeah, I'll forward everything to you today so you're aware. But GDC is definitely aware about it. So we'll maybe if you speak.
So there's a question also about the testing facility by Westchester Medical Center on Saturdays. We had mentioned it earlier in the interview, but this person is asking the question. They're here this Saturday, the 6th. They're skipping the 13th, and then they're back for the next 2 Saturdays after that. And that information is posted for the Cityways Facebook. So please take advantage of that service.
Yep.
I'm just checking. I think that completes our questions online right now. And I appreciate people tuning in.
Okay. All right. Well, that I guess concludes another weekly update for myself and the city manager. Today's March 2nd. So once again, happy Women's History Month. And Andy, I look forward to seeing you again with some more information next Tuesday.
All right. Talk to you later, Mayor. Take it easy.
Have a good day.
Bye-bye now.